Uh, what has happened in Ahmedabad is a very tragic accident. We have lost a lot of people. We extend our deepest condolences to all those who have lost their loved ones. There are, I understand, several foreigners also. Those updates you will receive from the relevant departments, Ministry of Civil Aviation, Air India and others. They are putting out something, I guess, soon. That's the latest that I can share. We also, it's still an evolving situation. Rescue operations are on, so you'll have to wait a little more time for exact details to be put out. But you would have seen, that everybody is concerned, and we once again convey our deepest condolences to all the families who have lost their loved ones. On Canada, we had a question from Shivam and also from you. So I will combine both these issues. As you are aware, our Prime Minister had received a call from the Canadian Prime Minister last week. During the call, Prime Minister Carney had invited Prime Minister to attend the G7, and as you are aware, the invitation has been accepted. It was also an occasion for the two Prime Ministers to talk about India or reflect on India-Canada relations and how do we take it forward. As you are aware, India-Canada are vibrant democracies which are bound by shared democratic values and a steadfast commitment to the rule of law, and of course very vibrant people-to-people ties. We believe that the forthcoming meeting between the two leaders on the sidelines of the G7 summit in Kananaskis in Canada will offer an important opportunity for them to exchange views on bilateral and global issues and explore pathways to set or reset the relationship based on mutual respect, shared interests and sensitivity to each other's concerns. Our views on some of these have already been shared publicly in considerable detail. Now, a specific question that you asked, Shivam, responding to that, I would say that there are existing mechanisms between Indian and Canadian law enforcement agencies that have discussed issues of mutual security concern over a period of time. This engagement is likely to continue. Sumita, your question about rare earths. We have been in touch with the Chinese side. The Chinese Ministry of Commerce and General Administration of Customs in early April, as you would be aware, had announced the decision to implement export controls on certain rare earth related items. We are in touch with the Chinese side both here in Delhi as also in Beijing to bring predictability in supply chain for trade consistent with international practices. Siddhant, your question on the comments made by interlocutors in the United States. See, the record of Pakistan, of what Pakistan actually is very clear. We all know Pahalgam attack is only the recent example of cross-border terrorism. I would remind you that only recently one of the conspirators of 26/11, Tahavu Rana, was extradited from the United States to India. Obviously, none of us have forgotten that Pakistan gave shelter to Osama bin Laden. It is significant that the person, and you would be aware, Dr. Shakil Afridi, who helped locate Osama bin Laden, is still imprisoned by the Pakistani military. Rishabh, a question about the comments from the Bangladeshi side. See, our approach to engagement with Bangladesh, our ties with Bangladesh is well known. I have said so from this podium several times. We want a positive and constructive relationship with Bangladesh that is anchored in the aspirations of the people of the two countries. Obviously, we are following the developments very closely, and yes, we have a large diaspora population in that region. Our embassies all across the region, they are in touch with our community members and also guiding them on their safety and security. If we have any more updates to share with you, we will surely do. On your question on the talks between telephone conversation between leaders of Canada and India. See, we have put out a detailed press release, as also we have through other mediums informed you as to what was discussed. And essentially, again, while I was answering the question earlier on Canada, I said both leaders have discussed and reflected upon the bilateral ties. How do we take it forward as the next step or reset it? So obviously, when we get another chance to talk about our relations, these things would be very important as to what is the path forward for India-Canada ties. Having said that, I also spoke that we are two democracies. We are bound by rule of law. We have an expansive economic engagement. We have large people-to-people connections. We have a big student community there. We have companies invested on both sides. We have technology collaboration. So there's a lot more. There are lots that can be discussed, and for both countries to gain from each other's engagement. Mega on anti-India activities, whether it is Canada or anywhere else, we have made our point very clear, and our security concerns are important for us, and we expect our international partners to take into account our concerns and act accordingly. On the bilateral meetings and what sort of engagements that are going to be there, surely we'll be in touch with you, and we'll keep you updated as things progress. On the invitation part, I think I would urge you to be better informed as to who are the people who are invited. There are foreign leaders who have been invited or not. So please, I would urge you to look at what has been. Take your question to the American side. They will be in a better position to answer it. Uma, on ICE action, I don't have any update on the kind of any update to share with you as far as Indian nationals are concerned. But having said that, we have made our position very clear, of which you are aware that as and when if there is a person who's illegally staying not just in the United States but anywhere in the world, if he or she, his nationality is verified, and we are certain that he or she is an Indian, then we obviously take them back. India, as a matter of policy, we want to strengthen legal migration, and we are against illegal migration. Again, on the students from the UK, I don't have an update for you, but deportation matters, movement of people. If there are somebody illegal staying somewhere, again the same procedure we follow, and it is something that continues with not just with UK but anywhere else. Likewise, in India also we have people who are illegally staying here. We connect with their embassies, their countries, and follow due procedure for their deportation. Kunal, on the situation in Los Angeles. We are aware of the developments, and as you are aware that we take the safety, security and welfare of our citizens abroad with utmost seriousness. The LA region and California in general, it is home to a large community of Indians. We advise all Indian nationals in the region to take suitable safety precautions. Our consulate in San Francisco is closely monitoring the situation and also remains in close touch with our community members for their welfare. Ajay, on Canada, as to what has been the conversation so far, we have given an account earlier, and also while I was answering a question on India-Canada relations, I did mention that this reset of the relationship is based on mutual respect, shared interest and sensitivity to each other's concerns. Our views on some of these issues have already been shared publicly in considerable detail. As to what sort of conversation we have when we are there in Canada, we'll keep you updated on this matter. Now, on the question of vandalization in Bangladesh, we strongly condemned the despicable attack, and vandalization of the ancestral home of Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore by a mob on 8th June 2025. The home, historically called Rabindra Kachari Bari, is located, as you would know, in Sirajganj district of Bangladesh. The violent act is a disgrace to the memory and the inclusive philosophy and teachings that the Nobel laureate espoused in Bangladesh. The attack falls in the broad pattern of systematic attempts by extremists to erase the symbols of tolerance and eviscerate the syncretic culture and the cultural legacy of Bangladesh. We urge the interim government to rein in the terrorists and take strict action against the perpetrators to prevent reoccurrence of such incidents that sadly have become a repetitive feature. So Sudhi, first you're on the plane crash. I'm sure you're following the developments. It has happened few hours ago. We have several agencies of Government of India who are working on the disaster, the tragic accident, and we'll have to wait for more details on this particular incident. Details of the visiting Chinese dignitary, we have a regular conversation with our Chinese counterpart. We have a visitor in town, and hopefully we'll give you a readout as to what sort of discussion we've had with him. Siddhant, see, when we have discussion with any country, issues that are of mutual concern are discussed, and as far as our conversations with Canada is concerned, we will keep you updated with all that is discussed among the interlocutors and the leaders. Agni, on your question specifically, I don't have any information to share with you or confirm. Divya, on reset of ties, yes, this, as I told you, we are exploring pathways to reset the ties, and we'll see as to how we take things forward. So I'll stop there for you. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the close of this session. Thank you very much.